What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Liftoff. This is going to be a weekly podcast where I talk about general topics that I think that are pretty interesting that you guys might need to know. So I hope you enjoy the show. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 7 of the Liftoff. Thank you for tuning in today. So in this episode, I'm going to be talking about how I started working out. So it pretty much started when I was a junior in high school, and I was playing a pickup basketball game with a bunch of my friends after school. And during this game, one of my friends was guarding me and kind of pushing me around a good amount on the basketball court because I was 6'4" and super skinny. And so after the game was over, he approached me and said, "Hey, what did you think about me pushing you around at the gym during the basketball game?" And obviously I wasn't a big fan of it. And I told him, I didn't really like it. And so after our conversation, he said, "You need to get your ass in the gym and start lifting weights." So after that day, after school, I would head right to the weight room, and the head football coach would be there and kind of supervising. So we would lift weights, kind of screw off a little bit, trying to just figure out how to do, the basic movements of like bench press, curls. Really didn't squat that much, only on the machine, but there wasn't a lot of equipment in this gym because it was out of a 2-car garage in my high school, and all the weights were old, rusty. The bars were rusty. The machines were rusty. A lot of the things were, it was pretty bad, but it was almost at the point where you had to get a tetanus shot just before you had to work out in this gym. But it was fun. I was just learning the basics, and it kind of went, graduated. After I graduated, I went to the my college gym and just started working out a little bit because I was playing football for my college, and it was a little bit bigger, had a little bit more weights. Still really didn't know what I was doing. So I would get my programs off of, Men's Health magazine because you think that, these guys are super jacked and they know what they're doing. But come to find out, these workouts that they're posting in Men's Health, they're not even doing it. So Exhibit A, John Cena was on one of the covers of Men's Health magazine, and they said, "Oh, check out John Cena's, arm workout." Well, come to find out, he really doesn't do bicep curls or arm workouts for his biceps. So, that tells you something. So, what I really started to dive into more in lifting weights, that was after I finished college, because I barely had time to work out, and I was just too busy going to school and playing sports all year round. So, after college, I started getting more into working out, squatting and learning how to use the machines, trying to work on proper form, but I still didn't really know. But I started actually watching more videos and watching other people that have more experience in working out, show me the proper techniques. And after that, the rest is history. I've been working out ever since after college, and I missed a couple days here and there. I missed a couple weeks, but I try not to. To be honest with you, I just get a little agitated sometimes when I miss a day. But you know what? I've come to realize now that there's other things that are sometimes more important to working out. But yeah, so that's how I pretty much started working out, and then getting into the CrossFit realm, I was actually at an Air Force base going to Airman Leadership School. And before that, when I got into the Airman Leadership School program, I was doing the 300 workout where I found out Men's Health magazine, which was 300 reps of all these different workouts, and it was timed. So I was doing that a little bit, and then I went into the CrossFit class, and they asked me if I've done an on-ramp program, and I told them I don't even know what that is, but I do usually the 300 workout, or I do other things to lift weights. And so I completely bypassed the onboarding program, which there were a couple of people that were pretty pissed off about that, but it's all right. So, and then that was the first day of doing CrossFit, and I haven't looked back. I love doing CrossFit. It's just a whole change of scenery, and all these lifts, and you're just pushing yourself to a point to make yourself better. So it was a lot better than doing the typical, Monday through Friday, chest on Monday, back and bis on Tuesdays, and your typical bodybuilding split. It's actually a whole body workout every single day, well, actually 5 days a week, which I was a big fan of. And to be honest with you, since doing CrossFit, my numbers for lifting weights have gone through the roof. I've never lifted this much ever in my entire life, and I'm just grateful for the programs that I have used during CrossFit. And I'm looking forward to a couple more goals this year I'm going to hit, and we'll see what happens. So also I wanted to talk about, I wanted to do, this is a guy called Christian Guzman who does like a, what do you call it? Like a shredded challenge. I kind of want to do that for myself, just to try to get as fit as I can in July or August. And also I wanted to do a CrossFit competition other than doing the Open. I've never done one, always wanted to do one, and I would love to see where I pan out compared to the other people, which would usually be people in their 20s and early 30s while I'm in my 40s. So, so we'll see what happens, but I will definitely keep you guys in the loop for both of those. And I'm thinking about doing on my Instagram stories, having accountability of taking pictures of my food, my blood sugar numbers, what I'm doing for workouts, and just anything else that has to do just to help me reach the goals that I wanted to get to by the end of the summer. So put a comment on my Instagram, Type 1 Lifting, on my messages. Just let me see what you guys think about the whole accountability for doing a CrossFit competition, or just getting as fit as possible by July or August. So, all right. So next we're going to go to the unpaid product review. So today I'm going to talk about the Bear Komplex knee sleeves. I've had other knee sleeves before, but by far I love these knee sleeves. Usually in all the videos that I post that I'm either doing back squats, Olympic lifts, or anything like that, you'll see me with that one purple knee sleeve on my right knee. The other one, I just don't feel like I need it right now. But the reason why you people wear knee sleeves is not for stability. It's mainly to keeping your knees warm during a workout, because obviously you don't want to take a little breather, then all of a sudden your knees get cold, and when you lift, you actually hurt something. So the main thing is just to wrap it around your knee just to keep it warm, so it's still mobile while you're working out. So I originally had the 7mm one. I thought it was a little too thick for me, so I went down to a 5mm. And I love it. I mean, it's a great knee sleeve. Just the way the pattern is on the knee sleeve, it's very, very comfortable. I've never had any issues with it. But like the Reband knee sleeves that I had, they didn't last very long. They always ripped, and so I always had to buy another one. But also, the good thing about the Bear Komplex knee sleeves is the price. They usually go about for like $40 to $50, maybe $60, just depending on if it's a newer knee sleeve. But they don't sell it by singles; they sell it by pair. Unlike Reband, if you're trying to get a pair of knee sleeves, you have to buy two, and they usually go for like $80 at a pop. So I will put a link in the show notes as well for the Bear Komplex knee sleeves. They also have some pretty cool designs as well that just came out that I'm a big fan of. So they have like a bandana style knee sleeve that's pretty cool, and they also have ones that go inside and out. So yeah, so like I said before, link in the show notes. Just take a look at them, just see what you think. So so my next person, well, here's a little issue. I've been trying to line up someone to interview with, but when I come to realize when you're doing a podcast, it is sometimes very hard to line up line up an interview for a podcast, especially for face to face. I've had about 3 people that I've tried to reach out to. One of them I did it once, but he had plans or whatnot. And the other 2 I tried to get on, but they would not answer my phone calls or texts after. So yeah, so if you guys want to start a podcast, just try to get them early and maybe do Skype, I guess, because that's what I'm going to start doing for my next couple interviews. So yeah, that's one of the problems I'm having with trying to interview people, because I would love to interview more people for you guys, because I just think talking to somebody else is a little bit better than just doing what I'm doing right now, is just talking to the microphone to you guys. So yeah, so I mean, I hope you have a good rest of the day. If you know anybody you want me to talk to or interview, please hit me up on Instagram at Type 1 Lifting. Like I said before, and just say, hey, maybe you should interview this person, or someone you think is a pretty cool person to meet, or they have a great story, a diabetic story, lifting story. Doesn't really matter, whatever it is, because I have a couple people that aren't really in the fitness space that are going to talk about diabetes. So, all right, I hope you guys have a good rest of the week, and I will talk to you guys later.